Man, it has not been a good day for the Denver Broncos free agent signings. We just lost J.K. Dobbins for the season with a foot injury, and another one of their free agent signings has just been cut. I want to go ahead and bring in this tweet here from Mike Kliss. Per source, the Broncos have waived veteran wide receiver and special teamer Trent Sherfield Sr. Not that surprising with the team encountering a slew of injuries and the signing of Peyton favorite wide receiver Little Jordan Humphrey. Sherfield played 24% of the offensive snaps, had a lot more snaps than that on special teams. He had 3 catches. He was used as a blocker and a complementary route runner. He's expected to have opportunities elsewhere, so he's probably not coming back on the practice squad. Even though he's a vested veteran, he still has to pass through waivers since we're beyond the trade deadline. Sherfield is now in line to join his 7th NFL team. It sucks that it didn't work out here in Denver. During training camp in the preseason, Sherfield actually looked like a reliable weapon for this team over the middle of the field, but it never materialized in the regular season. He didn't get that many snaps on offense. When he was out there, he was kind of a liability, especially as a blocker in these perimeter screens. Broncos country has been really frustrated with all of these screens. Sean Payton called the same amount of screens last year. In fact, he might have even called more screens last year. The big difference was Denver was actually blocking on them, and they were going for 4, 5, 6, 7 yards per clip, as opposed to the 2 or 3 yards per clip, or even the losses that we're seeing on these screenplays now. The blocking has been extraordinarily subpar, and unfortunately Trent Sherfield has been a big part of that. Little Jordan Humphrey is going to come in and immediately, overnight, upgrade that blocking on these perimeter screens. And it is something I think the Broncos are going to lean more into in the absence of J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins out for the season, so you're going to have to find ways to manufacture a quasi-ground game, and these screens are going to be a big part of it. The Broncos have worked without a competent run game before. Last season, there was no point in the year where Denver had a competent run game, so they had to lean into these screens, a lot more short passes. I'm hoping now they lean into all of that stuff, plus utilize Bo Nix's legs. That's going to be key. But Trent Sherfield just did not live up to the billing in terms of his role on offense. We thought he was going to come in and be an upgrade over Little Jordan Humphrey and be a special teams ace. I don't know exactly how he's performed on the special teams side. I don't evaluate that side deeply. Quite frankly, I don't exactly know what I'm looking at. I'm more privy to offense and defense than I am special teams. But I do know that the overall production on that side of the ball has not been good. There have been a lot of penalties on that side, a lot of blown kickoff coverage and punt coverage. It's just been really bad on that side of the ball. Again, I can't speak to how much Sherfield has been a contributor to that, but clearly Denver feels they can move on from Trent Sherfield and not suffer on the special teams side, and they don't think it's going to get worse with Trent Sherfield gone. So that probably tells me that that he hasn't been playing well either on that side of the ball, and that's 0 for 2 in terms of special teams signings to try to replace Tremon Smith. Denver signed Sam Franklin, and he didn't work out. He ended up getting cut at the deadline, and he's now in Buffalo. Trent Sherfield was another guy that was supposed to be a special teams ace, and anything we got from him on offense was going to be house money until we saw what he did in training camp in the preseason. We thought we were going to get more from him on offense, and we just didn't. But on the special teams side, Denver has tried twice now to replace Tremon Smith, and they have failed both times. Hell, actually 3 times, because they brought in J.T. Gray, and that signing didn't work out either. So, yeah, letting Tremon Smith go, that's looking like a big, big mistake for this team. Hopefully, they can find some sort of improvement on the special teams side. I don't know how much little Jordan Humphrey is going to contribute for you there, but I do know that he's going to contribute on the offensive side of the ball, and he's going to really help out on these perimeter screens. So hopefully those plays end up being more successful for the Denver Broncos as time goes on this season. But overall, really disappointing with that little Jordan, or with that Trent Sherfield signing, I should say. And they're very lucky that little Jordan Humphrey was sitting there on the Giants practice squad, and they were able to just sign him and bring him back and basically right one of their wrongs. Another wrong that it feels like this team committed, and I didn't think it was a wrong at the time, but now it seems like it is, trading away Devon Vele. They don't have a reliable threat over the middle of the field. They thought Evan Ingram was going to be that threat over the middle. He hasn't really been consistent in that area. Then you've got Trent Sherfield. He didn't do anything in that area. You got little Jordan Humphrey back, so that's a good step. But trading away Devon Vele, even though they're probably going to get a high fourth-round pick in exchange, that's still looking like a pretty rough move given what we know now about the deficiencies for the Denver Broncos on the offensive side of the ball. All right, Broncos country, let me know in the comment section below, are you surprised at all by the Denver Broncos moving on from Trent Sherfield? Or do you agree with me, this signing just didn't work out and it's better for Denver to cut their losses now as opposed to not be willing to admit their mistake? But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, Broncos country. I would love to hear from you as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. It's not mandatory, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, you can click the link in the description below. Alright guys, before we get out of here, I want to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link also down below, to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets, they've got it all. Again, that is code DENSYN, link below, to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them, and until next time, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.